Hello, it is Thursday, June 13th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Thursday crossword, so we're going to be solving a crossword that has some kind of interesting or intricate theme, and this interesting or intricate edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Daily Buzzard, Mitchell Turek, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler. So thanks so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support, keeping this channel going, making it a sustainable part of my daily work. I'm very grateful to them for that, as I am grateful to all of the patrons who support this channel and make it possible. Thank you to them. Thanks to you if you're among them, and if you'd like to be, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link underneath the video. Thanks so much. You'll find there all of the bonus videos and, for patrons, the official mug. You can also subscribe to the channel on YouTube, which is a big help. Thanks if you've done that. And there's also that Daily Solve Discord chat server you can join via a description field link in that same area underneath the video. All right, let's get on to the crossword by Kevin Curry, who has constructed a small handful of puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano. It will have an interesting theme. I'm curious, as always, on Thursdays to find out what it is. Let's start solving. Across or down. Is that an answer? I'm not sure if that's right. Does it mean a sort of crossword answer? I don't think that's the answer. I don't think the answer is answer. But that was my first thought. Let's see. Dear. Could be all sorts of things. If something's dear, it could be expensive, costly, or it could be important to you or loved, or it's a salutation in a letter, so I'm not sure. But here we have a mushroom with a long, thin stem, probably an enoki mushroom, which I've seen in the crossword a few times and is a Japanese mushroom that fits that description. If that's true, that would make across or down wrong. I mean, there are probably other mushrooms with long, thin stem that could be something else, but I'm more confident in that than I am answer for across or down. Let's look at this. Barely manage without. To eke out a living would be to barely manage it, so that works with that K. That makes me pretty confident about this. Still not sure about dear. What about this? Where nearly 20% of sales take place worldwide. Online? That must be what it means. I first read this and I thought it was maybe referring to a region or something, but that seemed a bit odd. Online seems plausible for a fifth of kind of sales and commercial transactions. It's a mystery to me. No ideas how I feel about one across. Dear, honey. Okay, so it's a term of endearment. You could address somebody close to you as dear or honey. I think that's probably the answer. And here we have almighty with the Y in parentheses. So what does that mean? I don't know. I'm not, can't really infer what that's about at the moment. Subject of a large scale, it's obviously part of the theme, by the way. Seems fair. Oh, yes. In fact, I can see some other similar clues with letters in parentheses, so I'm not sure what it's about. Subject of a large-scale ongoing search, alien life. So SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, which was clued in the puzzle, I think maybe last week, is an ongoing search for alien life, and that, I think, is what's being referenced in this clue. Okay, so carried out. If you carried something out, you did it. Simple as that. Benz follower. Not Benz as in a Mercedes-Benz, the car make, but rather a suffix that would follow Benz, so benzene. So here, this is a chemistry clue rather than a car-related clue. Okay, checks one's math in a way. Re-adds? Yes. Oh, no. Benzene with an E, sorry. That looks better and allows one across to make sense. So across or down is a header, right? Okay, very good. So we can see here on this very page, across and down, these are headers on this page. They're heading, they're sort of describing areas of content underneath them, which is what a header does. And of course, because we're only referring to across or down, it's a single header. So not plural, even though we have two examples in the clue. Okay, so anyway, checks one's math is re-adds. So I think that's probably right. You added things up and you check your math by adding them up again. Okay, if one's using no professional help for short, one could be doing something DIY, do it yourself. You're using no professional help, doing it on a sort of amateur basis. Seuss character whose dish grants a wish for fish. I don't know. I don't remember. Whose dish grants? Is this from One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish? I don't remember. Or is this Sam from Sam I Am? From The Cat in the Hat? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure what the answer is. But here we have Almighty. What is this? Oh, why in... I think it's going to be some kind of visual pun. So, yeah, I can't see it. Line on a doodle, perhaps. A leash. So, a doodle as in a dog. That sort of breed or category of breeds of dog. And the line would be the actual physical lead or leash that is attached to the dog. So I think that's the answer there. And the question mark lets us know that this is a bit of a punny clue. So what's the Dr. Seuss character? Is it Ish? I mean, it rhymes with dish, wish, and fish. Maybe that's the name of the character. I don't know. Let's try it and see. It just seems like it would fit here, and it rhymes, which Dr. Seuss typically does. So Almighty, why in ends? Why in end? I feel as though it's going to be some pun that describes how the I is kind of is sort of formatted here, but I can't quite find it. Delivery worker, familiarly. Not sure about that one either. Like Saint Nick. Jolly old Saint Nick? Santa Claus? Not sure if that's enough. Delivery worker. Oh, no. It's an OBGYN. Not a delivery worker in terms of someone who would deliver a parcel to your home, but someone who would potentially deliver a child. So an obstetrician, gynecologist, that kind of medical worker. Okay, there we go. So maybe it is jolly old Saint Nick. That sounds right. Free coffee shop item. A lid is often freely offered at coffee shops on a takeaway cup. Subject of the world's largest collaborative biological project. Oh, interesting. It's interesting that we have that as well as subject of a large-scale ongoing search. So multiple large-scale scientific endeavors. DNA, presumably. So that must be what that is referring to. Embrace. Oh, yeah, okay, look. My general thought is heading in the right direction, because here we have be in. So we're, be in something here, but I still don't see what it is. Bin fire. I don't see what this is. President who signed a bill to annex Texas on his third to last day in office. I don't know offhand, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Australian Open. Good day, mate. So this is open in the sense of, I think this means a sort of an opener, a way in which you'd open a conversation with someone. You might address them, say, good day, mate, which would be, associated with Australians. So that's what's going on there. And then again, the question mark is indicating a bit of a pun. Okay. Feeling intensified by social media for short. Oh, I see. It's not feeling intensified. It's a feeling that is intensified by social media. FOMO, fear of missing out, is often associated with social media browsing. Okay. Events with pigs and probably not poke, but rather poke. So a luau. Events plural, luau's, right. So there we go. At a luau, sort of Polynesian feast sort of party, you might have roast pig and poke served. So that's what's going on there. Nick, say. So Nick could be a name, as in like Saint Nick, and that's nice that it follows it, but probably not in this case. Probably nick as in steal, or nick as in dent something, or nick as in if something's in good nick, it's in sort of good form. So what is this? I can't see what this is, sorry. Muscle protein. I'm not sure offhand. I'll probably recognize it when I see it, but I don't know at the moment. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5 straight in poker slang. I don't know poker slang really. So what is this one? Be in. I just can't see what it is. And king in Disney's The Jungle Book. Oh, I don't remember this either. Wow. Okay, not seen this in ages. I just can't think. Oh, King Louis. Yes, I do remember that character vaguely. Okay, that's it. That's the answer. Big sort of gorilla or ape or something. Anyway, muscle protein. Something probably ends in TIN. Yes. With 45 across, Celebrity Jeopardy, and others, there was a series of SNL skits, Saturday Night Live skits, called based on Celebrity Jeopardy, in which various comic actors played characters like, played real celebrities like Burt Lancaster and Sean Connery and so on. Okay. I remember finding those absolutely hilarious. I basically didn't follow or know SNL at all, but I somehow saw these videos on the sort of pre-YouTube internet and just thought they were the funniest thing. In fact, I might have strangely heard them as audio before I even saw them, now that I'm thinking about it, as MP3s. Anyway, 45, C28 across. So that's SNL skits. Okay, and then 42 down, blank Nublar, setting for Jurassic Park, Isla Nublar. I do remember. Okay, here's another thing from my youth. I remember reading Jurassic Park, the book, before the film came out, and reading. And I guess I must have been 8 or 9, and I was just read a number of Michael Crichton books, and was incredibly excited for that movie, and was completely lived up to my expectations, I think. Anyway, 31 down, add as weight, pack on weight, maybe? Okay, there's that. And then 35 across is gone. Away, I suppose, is simple enough there. Let the storm blow over, wait it out. There we go. Non-avian nest builder would be an ant. So there you go. You could have ants building a nest. They're non-avian, they're not birds. And what's up? Yes, you might say, if someone's sort of pestering you. Tropical storm. So once again, oh, it's not eye in. Oh, eye of the hurricane. Oh, right. Eye of the hurricane. Okay, I see what we're doing. So the eye is serving as, kind of rebus sort of visual pun for the idea of an eye in the sense of EYE of the hurricane, and it's in the middle of the tropical storm or the hurricane. So this pun is representing the concept of the eye of the hurricane. So does that help me with this then? Why in God's name? There we go. God the Almighty. There we go. That's what we're getting at here. And obviously in English we have common phrase, why in God's name would you do that, or whatever. So here we have a why, which is within Almighty, which could, you could consider God's name. So there we go. Okay, good. Finally getting somewhere. So be in embrace, a hug, be in. Oh no, I can't see this one still. What about this? Oh, Tyler. President who signed a bill to annex Texas on his third to last day in office. There we go. Okay. So be in touch. Yes. Okay. And embrace. Yes. Okay. Embrace could be referred to as touch. So, someone's embrace, their touch. And to be in touch is another common phrase. Okay. There we go. So is this actin? That sounds sort of vaguely familiar. Nick, say. A flaw. Right. Okay. So a nick on paintwork or something could be a flaw. And then a wheel, I suppose, is an ace 2, 3, 4, 5 straight in poker slang. I didn't know that, but it sounds plausible. Okay, good. So made some progress. We can move on. Big server, or a company that makes servers. Um, Acer? I mean, Acer is a computer manufacturer. Oh, I see. And a big server in the sense of tennis serves. Right. Okay. So someone who's acing, they're an acer, I suppose. Never heard that used in that particular way to refer to a person as an acer, but I think that's the answer. Okay. Tie up would be to moor, as in a boat, a ship on, on a pier or something like that. Okay, J and J or AT and T abbreviation corporations. So, Johnson and Johnson or AT&T, the telecom company. Okay, there we go. Someone who's way up in your business. I see a CEO. So they're way up in the sort of org chart of a company, the CEO. All right. Word with ball or card. Cue ball or cue card. So cue ball in, pool or snooker billiards, and a cue card sort of showing you what to say next. Shortened location of the world's tallest building. UAE, the United Arab Emirates, is it what the Burj Khalifa, I think, is the name of the world's tallest building. So here we have drachma replacement replaced by the euro. So, various European currencies replaced by the euro in, was it 1999? Sometime between 1999 and 2002. Anyway, here we have break point in sports, question mark. Huh. Oh, half, I see, as in you take a break at halftime. Right, okay. And then again, the question mark indicates that we're being a bit punny about this. Blank of Forfar, title for Prince Edward, the Earl of Forfar. So various members of the British royal family have different sort of honorific kind of peerage titles that pass from them based on their kind of position in the royal family. And this, I guess, is one. Okay, Lexus competitor. So Lexus is a luxury label within a larger auto manufacturer, and Acura is one of those as well. I think Lexus is Toyota and Acura is Honda, I believe. Okay, compassion. So Sea of Tranquility, that's obviously too long. Sea of Compassion. I'm not seeing it just yet. Something around generosity or serenity or something, I'm not sure. Frontier figure. Pilot? Oh, maybe. Frontier, I think, is a regional airline in the US. So a pilot could be a frontier figure in the sense of someone who works for that company. Minnie Mouse. Not sure about that one. Minnie Mouse. It's referring to a computer mouse? Not sure what this is, sorry. 100%. I agree. No, doesn't look right. Then we have two A's. Doesn't look plausible. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Blank easy. Too easy. Wouldn't necessarily say that about this crossword. Crooner Mel. Mel Torme was a singer. Crooner, so that kind of smooth sort of male singer. Strong as an ox in slang. I'm not sure, actually. And what about this again? Compassion. Sea of Anity. Something Anity. Why do I not see what this is? I don't know why I can't see what that is. Serenity? No, I'm pretty sure this is an A. Yeah. Strong as an ox in slang. Yoked, maybe? Reference, sort of, I mean, that's kind of a doubly effective clue, if so, because oxen are literally yoked with a yoke, around them, attaching them to the wagon. Pop open. I'm not sure if this is actually the answer, but it feels right to me so far. Pop open. Not sure. Padded piece of paper, perhaps. Some nice alliteration there. Don't know. Cut down to size, maybe. Okay, not sure about that either. What about this? Work of Matsuo Basho or Masaoka Shiki. I don't know those names, unfortunately. That's too bad. I don't know. Missions for short. Ops, operations. There we go. There's something. This isn't who you really are. A facade or an alter ego. There we go. So, sort of superhero, comic book superheroes and things often have alter egos. Someone who, which I guess can go either way. I guess it can be the version that you are or the other version. I guess some of those characters, they're kind of equally, truly both. Anyway, group of peas in a pod. So a group of humpbacks, a group of whales would be a pod of whales. And then we have two peas. That's nice that we have an example with two of these parenthetical letters there. So peas in a pod. So P, I guess S in a pod. Good. Okay. Piece of cowboy attire. Is it chaps? Like the clay? Yeah, I think it is. Is that what are chaps? That's the bit that goes sort of behind you, behind your rear, I think. Okay. Light craft material. Balsa, right. So you often have model airplanes made out of balsa wood, which is an incredibly light wood. It's sort of eerily light wood. I've always found it sort of somewhat odd how light balsa is. Gandhian form of protest. So this is referring to Mohandas Gandhi, of course. Also sit-in, sort of a peaceful protest in which you sit and don't otherwise resist. So BET's parent company, so that's the television channel, and then I guess it's owned by CBS, which is a larger sort of network conglomerate. Oh, haiku. Oh, right. Okay, these must be poets. Work of Matsuo Basho or Masayo Koshiki. Okay, good. So there we go. Haiku poetry. And then several male roles in Barbie. Right, so as there are a number of Barbies in the film Barbie, there are a number of Kens in Barbie. And if you're without something, you're sa or sans, depending on how sort of Anglophone you're making it. So that's without from the French. And we use that in English in various contexts. Organization concerned with climate change would be the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency of the U.S. government. And mountain climbers work them. Abs, I guess? Not sure. Lump. Yeah, gob. Could be a lump. It seems plausible with abs. Features of both cobras and Dodge Vipers. Interesting. So we have cobras not capitalized, so we have the snake, and then we have Dodge Vipers referring to a car model. Oh, and they both have hoods because cobras have they're distinctive hoods that very identifiable about a cobra, and then a Dodge Viper as a car has an actual hood that you can raise. Okay. So C of, why am I still not saying what this is? Compassion. C of humanity. Oh, humanity. Right. Okay. So C of, I was trying to think of the name of an ocean or something. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what I was thinking of, but we're referring to just sort of the general kind of metaphorical concept, sea of humanity. So if you saw thousands of people, you might refer to it as a sea of humanity. And then compassion, a potential synonym for that is humanity. So there we go. All right, 100%. I'm sure. There we go. That's the answer. Pop open, uncork, right, as in a bottle of wine you pop open. Padded piece of paper, perhaps I see a resume, so you might pad your resume or CV by kind of embellishing maybe some of your accomplishments or work history, padding it in that punny sense, hence the question mark. Cut down to size, maybe, could be edited, so a manuscript could be cut down, edited. Here we have the Dutch on soccer scoreboards, so that's Ned for Netherlands, or Nederlands as it would be in Dutch. Well, I guess I still didn't say that properly, but anyway, NED from the Dutch spelling of Netherlands. And then here we have blank effect, unrealistic juror expectation of forensic evidence. Oh, that's funny. CSI effect. That makes sense that this would exist. So due to procedural crime-solving shows on television, it's probably the case that the average person has a much more, has a sort of inflated expectation of what forensic science is able to confidently and sort of definitively achieve. And so you might have jurors dealing with the CSI effect. That's very funny. Okay, die spot. Oh, a pip. So on a die, on a a singular of dice, you have the little pips that indicate the number that has been rolled. The little spots on the dice, the pips. Future fish, roe. So roe is fish eggs. So in the future, those roe will become fish. Oh, this doesn't look right. Pizzeria implement. Huh, what is this? I have no idea what we're looking for here. Pizzeria implement. I can't tell what I've gotten. Obviously, I've gotten something wrong, but I can't tell what. Dice. Oh, no, dice spot is. I didn't put pip. I didn't write that. I wrote die. That was strange. Right. Weird. Okay. Anyway, it's a pip. Souvenir from an art museum is a print, right? You could get a print of a piece of art from that museum. It's taken to take office, right? Okay, if you're sworn into various elected or appointed offices, you might take an oath related to your duties. And then someone mild is gentle, and then a pizzeria implement is a peel, right? Okay, so the peel is the big sort of shovel-like implement used to place the pizza in the oven and remove it. Okay, so there we go. That was the Thursday crossword. That was our sort of visual pun strewn puzzle. This felt like this was a good Thursday crossword. Definitely a bit of a something to puzzle out. And as is often the case with a Thursday theme, as is usually the case with a Thursday theme, you do really have to engage with this theme in order to enter the answers. You can't just sort of solve the puzzle and then look at the theme later. I mean, I suppose you could do that via crosses, but if you want to understand what you're doing as you're doing it, you need to reckon with the theme. So here we have be in touch from the be in embrace. Here we have why in God's name from the why in almighty. We have eye of the hurricane from the eye in tropical storm. Sea of humanity from the sea in compassion. And finally, this is a nice sort of stepping up slightly at the very end with 2 letters. We have peas in a pod from the pair of peas in group of humpbacks. That one's a nice conclusion. And there we have it. That was the Thursday crossword by Kevin Curry. Nice punny Thursday puzzle for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back tomorrow with a themeless puzzle. So none of this, no parentheticals in tomorrow's crossword unless they're used to just solve an ordinary clue in which the parentheses are what they seem to be. So join me for that Friday crossword. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.